Hello again. This is Verde, and well, let's see. We got staff and clear. That's a combination, I suppose. Clear is strong enough, so it would be. Actually, I have an idea. I have a very grim idea that. Well, don't mind if I do. I have a very grim idea in mind that needs a little bit of luck in order to be pulled off. But, long story short, I want to do two things. First of them, I want to unalive my enemies by knocking them back. That's fine. That's pretty much the norm nowadays. However, I have a very special treat in mind for those immune to knockback. But I will need a little bit of luck in order to get it, because I believe that different legendaries in this game have different weights. Okay? Some are more easily acquirable than the others. Like, for instance, I believe that sudden death has a very, very high weight. And most of those which have a very complicated condition has a very high weight. So they show up when you meet their criteria. However, some others don't. Some others have a very low weight and don't show up frequently at all. That is the case for double stats for your wiggies. And that is the case for the weapon I'm looking for. This is all based on speculation, by the way. But honestly, the fact that the sudden death has a high weight is pretty much something that I'm certain, because it not only shows up every time you have the rain duration low enough, but it also shows up as a first on your list, right? And with literally no surprise, the one I was looking for is not here. Nor here. See? I don't think that's by sheer luck, because the one I'm looking for is quite rare, to be honest. But it is one of the strongest weapons upgrade in the game by the sheer virtue of how much it can break the game. It can pretty much instantly lag your game out with most spells. Like, yeah, it can do a lot of damage to your PC. So I believe that's one of the reasons. I don't know. It is very rare, however. It is achievable, and I don't need to achieve it instantly. Like, Wind Spear is another one which I believe has a low thing. Did that enemy die, or it just disappeared with my knockback? At this point, I'm not sure. I like the fact that I am vanishing enemies. So, well, yeah, let's get more attack speed. Let's vanish some enemies. There is another one which I think has last thing, which is both Mr. Stabby and Blink Dagger. They both have reduced things. Reduced likeness, reduced weight, I suppose. This is all based on speculation, by the way. But I believe Desolate Dagger has a very high weight. While... yeah, legendary weight. I believe this exists. I'm not going insane. I believe. I do not have access to the... actually, I have access to some parts. No, actually, I could have access to some parts by... or the code of the game to figure that out, but honestly, that would be too much work. But it would be nice if someone figure out those numbers. You know? And also what exactly which class does to each boost. You know? Because the Elder Vampire says there that it increases your damage dealt. But I don't know by how much. You know? What if increases damage dealt by 10%? You know? That would be nice if someone did that whole data mining stuff. I like simply deleting my enemies like that, by the way. Some enemies straight up vanish. It's either Spanish or vanish, I suppose. I have a lot of attack speed. Yeah, they're not speaking Spanish at all. Look at that. None of this really helps. Thank you. Get lost, get deleted, unexist. Please? Yeah, I need more attack speed. Here, enemies will disappear. I have decided. Okay, let's go back to the center. Or perhaps just to here. And let's... it feels like a magic wand by this point. That has some kind of a spell that deletes my enemies, like despawns them. Because I know for a fact I am not dealing enough damage to one-shot all of these enemies. However, I don't need to. Like, poof, they're gone. Be gone. Be gone, be gone, be gone, be gone, be gone, be gone. Be gone, be gone. Okay, I'll stop. Even the ones which don't, which are not thrown into a side of the map and instantly die because of the things, even them have a very hard problem, a very hard time dealing with this because they are thrown to the other side of the map, you know, which from where they cannot do much. The only ones which really survive are the ones grouped together, you know, and even them, And even them risk getting unexisted. I'm not really sure if I'm dealing much damage of if my enemies when I'm dealing much damage or when my enemies are getting deleted. But at this point, I'm not sure I care. They are going through the bog, by the way, which is fantastic, if you ask me. Now, I will need something for enemies that are immune to knockback. Either fire damage or, I don't know, acid damage. Something to just clean them a little bit faster, because otherwise it would take forever. I don't like waiting forever. Like, I think this boss won't last that much. I don't know why though. I don't know why I think that. But I'm fairly certain that this boss will be gone right about when... Oh, actually it survived that. Great. I'm basically playing golf at this point, using the bogs as the holes. Let's go. Yay, hole and chill. Let's get Elementalist. And attack speed is very nice here. Great. I need some regen and armor, by the way. Because life steal does not help me that much, really. I don't do damage. Not a lot of it. Budding. Budding is very nice. Let's see. If I got infinite range with this, would be stupid. Thankfully I didn't, right? But honestly, the staff that has infinite range really does not care about... Oh, I got it. Druid staff. Druid staff. Look at how much its attack speed increases. Now I just need to have speed. Attack ability. And also, there's this. Druid Staff has a very interesting, I don't know, property, which every time it attacks, it has a chance of accumulating a count. Every time you get one of these counts, it basically increases the count of your next attack. And since we are not using Cascade, by the way, the count here just means how many things goes... How many... I forgot the word for it. Orbs we get. I will not be upgrading this, by the way. Count chance. That breaks the game pretty rapidly. That is one of the reasons I'm not upgrading it. And because, well, I already have a lot of attack speed. And this thing increases attack speed almost as fast as a dagger, by the way. I don't remember how much the dagger increases, okay? And also, this increases knockback twice as fast as the regular staff. So we will be flinging enemies away from existence. Away from reality. We already have 70 knockback, and every boost adds 10 to our count. And also, there's this. Beautiful, isn't it? But we are not using Druid Staff for its property. We are using Druid Staff for its... Well, or not increasing, not changing my size. Excuse me, can you please not exist? The thing is, we can accumulate those counts for basically ever, and basically only use them when an enemy that's immune to knockback shows up. Then we press space on them, and the PC doesn't like that, to be honest. I wouldn't too. A Cascade here is literally a downgrade, by the way. Armor and regen, that's what I'm talking about. I want armor first. Mm-hmm. 44 charges, by the way. 49. If I get fire on this thing, I mean, it doesn't do much damage, all of those charges, but if they apply fire stacks, that's suddenly a very big amount of damage. And they look nice. You can't tell me otherwise. I believe they are spread apart one frame, I don't know. They have increased cast point, the secondary ones. But I could be wrong. Let's increase my region a little bit. Yo. Since now I have very high attack speed, I can very easily banish my enemies. Extra boosts, nice. My objective here is to acquire about 500-ish attack speed, and then increase perhaps the radius of my spacebar a lot, so that I can basically press space somewhat often and it clears the whole map. I don't know. By the way, this works with wiggies, does multiple spell things, and with rain too. And it is just as balanced as you think it is. I'll leave it up to you to figure out why having 50 rains going at it at the same time might be strong. Okay, I will leave to your imagination. Yeah. Oh, an extra boost, nice. The thing is, no matter how low the damage your projectile deals, if you have 50 extra of them, and bear in mind, I haven't upgraded the thing. I removed it. You can have way more than that. You can have 500 if you want to. If you remove the knockback on the staff, you can have thousands of extra counts around. And if you want to know what 1,000 rains looks like, well, I have 90 knockback already. Oof. Well, I would recommend you looking into... I'll probably do a video on that someday. If you are watching here from the future, I might have a Druid Staff video, wearing video somewhere. I currently don't have it, but it's basically insta-death, you know? Oh, oof. Let's keep away from that guy. I have too much knockback. So let's make it kill itself. Or that. I could holding one. Okay, great. Touch of Flame is nice for my spacebar. Basically, yeah, but honestly, if I kinda have to, right? At this point, I think further increasing the knockback of this thing, it is a little bit excessive. I'll do it nonetheless, but I think it is a little bit excessive. Not much, really. I would rather prefer attack speed, but if the game doesn't give it to me... By the way, did you know Crown of Swords works with this special thing? It just keeps getting better, right? You can indeed acquire extra counts by Crown of Swords. And you can lower its damage to, I believe, 5% or something, so that you can really farm enemies for counts. But I don't know why you would like to do that. Thing is, no matter where... Did I get life seal? I did. Okay. No matter where the enemy really is, it instantly dies whenever I touch it with the staff. I have the Staff of Obliteration. Not really. I saw an enemy survive. Need more knockback. To have the Staff of Instant Deletion, I suppose. That orb, by the way. That orb is instant deletion. I could be abusing it. I could just increase the range and the count thing and reduce the knockback on my thing. But honestly, having high knockback on this thing is way funnier. I'll just use the orb to deal with these things. The orb of deletion. Oh, green knockback. Yes, precisely what I needed. Staff of Disappearance. I have so much knockback that eventually those guys will start getting moved. Okay? If we are dealing with a system of infinite mass here, I will exert infinite force against them. And let's see what happens. I think we are not dealing with a system of infinite mass. Instead of that, they have a thing called knockback multiplier. Would be my guess. I could be wrong, but I have been wrong before. I do believe that every enemy has a knockback multiplier. And these guys, oof, they are splattering very hard against the wall right now. Damage, I really don't care about damage. Knockback, yes. Those little elephant guys, they are making a mess against the wall. Mint pudding, nice. Excuse me. I'd rather you not exist. The mint pudding itself, it's immune to knockback. Do you know what happens to bad boys immune to knockback? Yes, mint pudding. They get unexisted. Like so. They get disintegrated into the purple sphere. The ones which are not immune to knockback, however, they are disintegrated into the wall. Honestly, I don't know which was worse. I don't really know which was worse. But there's a number of knockback. One of them, at least the sphere of disintegration sounds painless, right? But I could be mistaken. Like so. More attack speed, yes. He got teleported into a random position of the map. Very regular. He got teleported into a random position of the map. That is precisely what I expected. I like having high attack speed here. And have I told you that this thing increases attack speed almost as fast as a dagger? Perhaps as fast as a dagger. Perhaps faster than the dagger. I never really... Actually, let me check how much the dagger upgrades. Just so that I know that I'm not... The dagger upgrades attack speed by factor of 16. So it's twice as fast as a second fastest weapon in the game. Yeah. Yeah. So never mind. It is faster than the dagger. Twice. So... yeah. It is strong. Not gonna lie to you. Some enemies are dying of unnatural causes. Excuse me, would you mind not doing whatever you're doing? Thank you. 600 attack speed on a weapon that instantly annihilates everything. Not everything, but many things. Like these enemies. Very balanced. Whoa, purple radius on our cast. I mean, whoa. It even lags a bit. If we have gotten Cascade, then it would just meant that 30 count would just add that number as extra count. That would be pretty bad, actually. Why wouldn't I need or want, I don't know, 44 extra counts on my Cascade? I mean, excuse me, where's my enemies? Oh, you were outside of the thing, you stealthy little thing. Let's use this just to disintegrate some enemies and to spend some charges. Actually was my main spending charges on this is actually very important, so that when you use this, it doesn't instantly crash your game, I suppose. And we are at the point with enough of those clears that it doesn't really matter how much knockback they have, because enemies will not be surviving the first the disintegration sphere. Actually, never mind. Some enemies survived the disintegration sphere. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps I should get even more attack speed. The defensive stat. Yes. That way I don't die that easily. Now, against melee enemies, I am invulnerable, right? This is a melee only run. Let me see if I need to move. Actually, I need in order to get the level up. Would like more attack speed though. 70, how many? Okay. More knockback. Very much needed. Oh, this is the sniper only rave. And I am very much vulnerable to them. But I have a strategy in order to dealing with them, which it involves getting to a corner of the map like this one and then walking to the wall. They are conveniently close to the center of the map when I get to a corner of the map, so they help me in that regard. Let me finish up my enemies. 1 second. Let me just... yeah. Everything's fine. Enemies, could you please not exist? Thank you. I could have Crown of Swords in order to amass those charges and then use a massive radius to instantly kill everything on the map. But I won't. I have decided. The thing is, it won't even clear every wave, as we have seen into that sudden death video. Some waves last more than some waves take more than 25 seconds in order for them to spawn completely, which is about 250 enemies, by the way. Not that many, really. So there is a spitter, which is a boss of this video game, which is not where I expected it to be. I don't know where it is, really. I don't really know if it will come back. I hope not. Enemies are surviving the sea of things. I'm not getting this. I should not be getting this. Yeah, let's reduce its cooldown to increase attack speed even further. Thing is, only ranged enemies can damage me in a way that matters. And I have a radius around me, a very small radius, but everything that goes into it immediately dies. That's how I'm freaking. It's like I have it's like I'm a little orb of destruction, you know? Like so. Can you see? This wave is melee only. Let's see. Let's test my theory of that Ring of Destruction. Yeah, almost like that. I mean, they still get stuck on these, I suppose. Excuse me, I have 300 range on my thing. Therefore, you guys are not safe over there. I'm not moving towards you. I'm deleting you. As long as everything within my radius. Let's get 84 health region. That seems balanced. Nice. This wave is not melee only, but it's almost... Oh, I took damage. I swear there should be something like the magic cap that uses spells when you get damaged instead of when you attack. That would be cool. I don't know what the requisites should be, but I just got that idea. And I think it would be cool. I don't know. Something reflexes. I have so much attack speed by this point. I am painting some places red. At this point, I'm not really... Oh, great. Thanks. I have 84 health region, by the way. That is not... There is a not right amount to have by this wave, I suppose. Is my armor high? Not that high. I still need... I know 100 health region, yes. I still need a way of properly dealing with the... I forgot the thing I wanted to deal with. Oh yeah, enemies with effectively infinite HP. Like, with very high amount of HP. You usually want some compounding damage of some kind, like fire or something. Because the pillars, well, they are here, right? They exist. Even though I prefer to ignore them. Oh, they are made to be ignored, right? But even though I ignore them, they still exist, I suppose. I have 300 knockback. I have 1000 attack speed. Enemies are taking too much damage when they are being thrown into the things. But these enemies, they last more than they should, really. Yeah, let's refrain from doing that. One twin god is no longer alive, it seems. But the second... No, it is alive. Never mind. Forget my assessment of that twin not being alive. Now both of them are dead, I suppose. The twins are a boss that I very rarely die to. Like, very, very rarely. This is nice, not gonna lie. It just makes it so that enemies that I fling across the entire thing, when they inevitably come back to haunt me, they by colliding with me on their way back, they don't deal damage to me. don't worry, game. I have enough region to deal with you. We get that score. Great. Yeah, let's acquire some armor just because it's... Yeah, let's remove that thing. We don't really need more than 300 knockback, do we? Do we? I don't know. Ouch. I hope so. I hope we don't. Otherwise, whatever we need to knock back that fast. Yeah, let's increase the radius so this thing clears the whole screen when I press this place. Basically, have I removed its knockback? No, it still deals 10 knockback per charge. So it effectively kills everything that's not immune to knockback, right? In the radius, I mean. Because even though I haven't upgraded, literally, its knockback, I mean, it's still sometimes 60 of them, sometimes 50, most of the times 50. They still will die, like so. Even though it doesn't deal that much damage. Like those... Actually a lot, but... Yeah, never mind, this deals a lot of damage. Oh. Yeah, it deals a lot of damage, but... Yeah. Excuse me. Once my health starts reducing, I just press a space. And some things are dead. Some things are not. Most of the things are, though. Let's just remove that. I feel like someone trimming... Oh. I feel like someone trimming the grass around me. That is what it feels like, at least. Excuse me, let me get that boost. With those little amounts of knockback, like it's about 100 knockback, not that much really. Yeah, let's increase the sun duration. Just to make sure that we are safe. Really like how they splatter in a random position. Almost, because they bounce multiple times in the walls. You know? The fact that they bounce multiple times in the walls sometimes makes me happy. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. You know? I don't care about stun chance. I should not be removing stuff anymore by this point, but I want to, so I will. And you cannot stop me. You probably can stop me somehow. You are probably able to, but as the time this video has gone live, I will have already done so. Yes, you, the viewer. So you cannot stop me anymore, you know? I'm very much human, and because of that I am very much frail. And you can probably stop me from doing it ever again, but not from doing it in this video. You could also put the video down, I suppose. I don't know who might be watching. Perhaps someone who has the power of putting videos down on YouTube. I don't know. Probably not. I have 20 viewers per day, per video, I suppose. Most of my videos make about 20 views per day for a few days, for about 7 days, and then they cease to exist. The views per day, I mean. I don't know. Perhaps the first video in the series gets a little bit more views, because there are some crazy people out there that like watching the entire playlists. I do not know why would you do that stuff, especially with this video, but hey, you do you, I guess. Oyster. Oyster, oyster, oyster. They go into cursed pinball once they get hit a few times. Oh, I want that speed upgrade. Oyster, excuse me. I do not know where Oyster is. By this point, I'm afraid to ask, right? Let's get this. Let's increase the radius further. Let's increase the damage a little bit. Yeah, that sounds like something doable and something fair and something bearable. What's happening? Nothing really. Thing is, my staff itself deals a lot of damage. I have been... Well, it does a lot of damage per second. Not per individual hit, but that's another thing. But I strike about 20 times per second. So it deals about 10k DPS per enemy it hits, of course. It's a lot. It's almost seems like hosing some red liquid into my enemies, like when they stopped, when they, because of the way it splatters behind them, you know. Let me get the extra boost I needed. Oh god. Yeah. My health went very bad right there. Yeah, let's double the knockback from our spacebar. Seems needed. Excuse me? I need more armor, do I? Do I need more armor? Should I be worried here? Because I am. Once I press spacebar, tons of things die. Great. I might need more armor. And more radius. Just be sure. Excuse me, boss, can you teleport somewhere else? I took a hit and my health reduced that much. I am... This video game, I swear. Look at that. Not so many enemies remaining. But I'll kill that hermit normally. Why did it take that much damage? Oh, because of the... Yeah, it died. Not due to my attacks, but due to my... Now, I just need not to die against these pillars. Right? But see, it looks like I'm using a hose to to hit my enemies with a weird red liquid. See? And then it splatters on them. And it goes into the ground. Now I can't unsee that. There we go. We got it. A very questionable run. But a strong run nonetheless, I think. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, don't forget to click the things. And I hope to see you guys next time.